You did everything right. So why are they pulling away from you again? You gave them space, you were patient, you didn't chase them or ask, where's this going? And for a little while, you could feel this making a difference in your life. They came back, you start to relax because the conversations are a little bit easier, you're talking more, and you can sense the warmth, kindness, and affection growing between you. And for the first time in a while, you thought, okay, this is going in the right direction. We're connecting. And maybe if I just stay calm and keep this low pressure, everything will be okay. But then it starts again. They stop texting, they become more distant, they begin to get quiet, and slowly it feels as if you're drifting away from each other, even though you're doing everything you've been told to do. So, if you're not chasing them, if you're not pressuring them, then why are they still pulling away? What's the reason? Some people are surprised to realize what this actually means. But when you stop reaching out, give them space, and allow things to start to settle down, they do relax a little bit. And most often, that allows them to calm down and come back to you. But it doesn't actually cause them to recommit to the relationship yet. And it doesn't cause them to dive deeper into why you've had problems either. They just feel the pull of that connection between you as the pressure of the relationship is beginning to ease. Now, what that means to you is this: they're back talking to you again. They're warm, affectionate, they check in on you, and this feels like you're making real progress. But you can't read too much into that. You have to pay attention to their behavior. Did the conversations ever get deeper? Did they open up to you? Did they ever talk about why they pulled away and how it affected you? For most people, if they answer honestly, the answer is no, not really. Not at this stage. Here at this stage, they came back. You feel that charge between you, drawing you closer together, and this feels exciting, but they are going to pull away from you again, and it's going to feel devastating. Now, some people understand this immediately, others recognize it gradually. But if you stopped doing no contact too soon, or if you didn't reply to your ex in the right way with strong boundaries, or if you sent that one text that's just too much for them, then you're going to be right back at square one. Because here's the interesting thing about avoidance. When the pressure of the relationship lifts, they start to feel safe again. And when they feel safe, they can let you back in. They can be affectionate. They can check in on you. They can remind themselves and you of all of the reasons this connection you have matters. That part is real. Don't doubt that. But as things start to feel more serious, more committed, they're going to need space. They're going to pull away, and they don't always know why they feel that way. They just do. And they're going to respond to that feeling the same way they always have. They're going to pull back. Now, how much they pull back can be affected by what you do. But the critical thing to understand here is that this isn't about you doing something wrong. It's about a pattern that was built way before you came along. Now, the first time they pulled away, maybe you were a little too much for them. Maybe for them, you were a little too needy, and you can see why they had to pull back. But the second time, you were careful. You stayed calm. You didn't smother them or ask too much from them. You just allowed things to happen in their own natural way. And they still pulled away. Then the best approach is to take a step back and focus on what you really want and what you can actually control. Now, for most people, this is where things start to completely unravel and their life falls apart. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to do and how to handle this. First, regulate yourself. Before you do anything else, you have to get yourself out of anxiety mode. Because when they pull away, it's going to set off a panic alarm. You're going to feel that desire to reach out, to fix it, to do something. But everything you do from that place of anxiety is going to make things worse. So, before you respond to them or to the situation, slow down, get grounded, because the version of you that responds from a calm, secure place is completely different than the version that responds from fear. If you need help finding that calm and are open to the idea of meditation, then follow the link above to this video. Now, the second step is to stop chasing. This one is simple, but it's not easy. Don't reach out to fill the silence. Don't send the "hey, just checking in" text. Don't like their post just to remind them you exist. Because every time you do that, it just adds to the pressure you're both feeling. And that pressure is exactly what triggers this situation. Just trust that the connection is still here, even when they go quiet. Now, this next step is where a lot of clarity starts to form, because it's really about understanding what you can and can't accept in a relationship. You're going to allow them to pull away without objecting to it. Don't judge them for needing space. Don't punish them for needing distance. Just allow them to pull away as you decide if you're okay with what they need and who they are. There's no need to make them feel guilty for pulling away or try to punish them or trick them into coming back. You're genuinely allowing them to do what they need to do to feel safe without making them pay for it, without judging them. Now, I know that's hard for some people to hear, but if you can't give them what they need and they can't give you what you need, then you've been chasing the wrong person. This is the part that really matters, so let me be clear. This isn't about asking someone to change or being something they're not. It's about knowing what you can and can't accept in a relationship. And you're allowed to love someone and accept that you might not be compatible. That's okay. The fourth thing is to communicate calmly when the moment is right. Not immediately, not while you're still feeling the sting of them becoming distant, but when they do come back, and they will, you can just keep it simple and honest. Say something that just keeps the door open and allows you both to feel safe as you walk through it together. Now, these 4 steps won't fix everything overnight. You really have to have a plan that covers 3 things: no contact, how to respond, and what to do if you make a mistake. I made the no contact safety net just for that. You can get it below. Now, the mistake most people make right now is to send one specific message to their partner that destroys all the progress you've made. It feels like the right thing to do, but it's not. And I cover that in the next video. I'll see you there.